Welcome back to FlyEaglesFly News, where the pulse of Philadelphia football beats strongest in every play, every update, and every development gets the attention it deserves. As we look forward to the upcoming clash against the Bears, it is impossible to ignore the gravity of this matchup. Both teams currently sit with 8 wins and 2 losses. And with the Eagles holding the number 2 seed in the NFC and the Bears just behind at number 3, the stakes could not be higher. Playoff positioning, potential tie-breakers, and the chase for the top seed in the conference all hang in the balance, making this game one of the most pivotal moments of the season so far. The Eagles, coming off a tough and humbling loss to the Cowboys, find themselves in a position where a strong performance is essential to maintain momentum and reassert themselves. As one of the most dangerous teams in the league, there is no better stage for that comeback than Lincoln Financial Field, where the team will don their black jerseys in a high-energy environment. Against a formidable NFC contender, the anticipation is palpable, and the city of Philadelphia, known for its passion and intensity, is ready to witness a response from their team that could set the tone for the final stretch of the regular season. Chicago, however, is not a team to be taken lightly. They have emerged as a talented, confident squad that has grown steadily over the season, demonstrating skill and resilience on both sides of the ball. Their swagger and belief in themselves create a challenging atmosphere for any opponent, and the Eagles will have to match that energy if they hope to come out on top. On the other side of the spectrum, Philadelphia has experienced a mix of emotions, especially in the wake of last week's collapse in Dallas. Reports from within the city paint a picture of frustration and introspection, but the locker room itself appears to maintain focus and discipline. The Eagles' leadership, particularly the coaching staff, has emphasized the importance of proactive response, learning from past mistakes, and maintaining confidence in the face of adversity. This mindset is crucial for a team that has shown flashes of brilliance but continues to search for consistency in execution. The coaching philosophy is clear and direct: acknowledge errors, adjust strategically, and ensure that the team continues to perform at the highest level. Players have responded positively, highlighting the culture of accountability, unity, and professionalism fostered within the organization. This environment allows the team to approach each game with focus, knowing that while criticism may be loud outside, the work within the locker room remains concentrated on improvement and success. On the offensive side, the Eagles are eager to correct the missteps that plagued them against the Cowboys. Turnovers, missed opportunities, and breakdowns in execution contributed to a loss that still resonates with players and coaches alike, with the Bears presenting a defense that is aggressive and opportunistic. The Eagles know that ball security and precision will be non-negotiable. The Bears currently lead the league in turnovers, meaning every miscue could be immediately punished. That reality places a premium on discipline and strategic play calling, and for Kevin Bulow, Nick Sirianni, and the offensive squad, it is a chance to reclaim control of the game and reestablish confidence in their schemes. The challenge lies not only in avoiding mistakes, but also in asserting dominance through the running and passing game. If the Eagles can successfully execute and leverage their offensive weapons, there is potential for a performance that balances aggression with smart decision-making, opening opportunities that could dictate the flow of the contest from the start. The running game, long an area of concern for the Eagles this season, presents both a challenge and an opportunity. Saquon Barkley, a dynamic and explosive presence, has the ability to break a play at any moment, but has battled injuries that have limited his effectiveness at times. Still, the offensive coaching staff is exploring adjustments and creative strategies to ignite the run game, knowing that success in this area opens up the passing attack and provides balance necessary to challenge a disciplined Bears defense. Tankby has also emerged as a significant contributor, demonstrating efficiency and explosiveness when given opportunities, and his involvement in the offense could be crucial in sustaining drives and keeping the defense honest. Similarly, Jalen Hurts, who has shown impressive results on designed runs, is expected to see increased utilization as the Eagles look for every advantage to bolster their ground attack. Windy conditions at Lincoln Financial Field could further emphasize the importance of an effective running game, highlighting the need for a multifaceted offensive approach that can adapt to both opponent strategy and environmental factors. Defensively, the Eagles will face a complex and dangerous challenge in stopping a Bears offense that is both balanced and creative. Quarterback Caleb Williams has emerged as a dual threat, equally capable of extending plays with his feet as delivering precise throws under pressure. His mobility and unpredictability demand constant attention, requiring defenders to maintain discipline and pass lanes while applying relentless pressure. The Eagles' defensive line, renowned for its ability to disrupt quarterbacks and generate pressure, will be tested in containing Williams and limiting explosive plays. The secondary, while dealing with injuries such as Andrew Makuba's absence, remains solid with capable replacements ready to step up, maintaining the overall strength of the defensive unit. Stopping the run is another critical element, as Adree Swift, Kyle Monongi, and the Bears' running backs provide consistent threats on the ground. Recent improvements in run defense, particularly with Nico Dean's return, offer some reassurance. But the Eagles must remain vigilant and execute with precision to keep the Bears' offense in check. Coordination, communication, and adaptability will define the success of the defensive strategy in a game that could hinge on a single turnover, a timely sack, or a critical stop in the red zone. Injury news has fluctuated throughout the week, with some players returning to full participation, including Devontae Smith, who is expected to be ready despite missing earlier practices due to multiple injuries and illness. His presence is significant, as he has been one of the most consistent offensive weapons this season, capable of creating explosive plays and providing reliable production when needed most. The rest of the offensive and defensive units are largely healthy, barring expected absences such as Lane Johnson, Miles Hinton, and Xavier Gibson, meaning that the Eagles will have the ability to field a competitive lineup capable of executing their game plan. With this combination of returning talent, strategic adjustments, and focus on fundamentals, Philadelphia has the opportunity to respond strongly after last week's disappointment, setting the tone for a critical stretch run toward playoff positioning and the pursuit of the top seed in the NFC as the Eagles prepare to face the Bears. Attention shifts not only to individual matchups, but also to the overarching strategies that will define this contest. On offense, the interplay between quarterback, running backs, and receiving cores will be crucial in setting the tone early. Kevin Bulow and Nick Sirianni have had to adapt their schemes throughout the season, learning from previous errors and exploring new approaches to exploit defensive weaknesses. This game offers a prime opportunity to implement those lessons. The balance between passing and running will be critical, especially against the Bears' defense that thrives on creating turnovers, but can be vulnerable to sustained drives and creative offensive play calling. Saquon Barkley's ability to find gaps and break through tackles remains a key variable, and pairing him with Tanksby and Jalen Hurts allows for multiple dimensions in the running attack. Each back brings a different skill set, Saquon with explosive bursts and agility, Spee with energy and precision, and Hurts with power and efficiency in design plays. If the Eagles can synchronize these elements and maintain ball security, they have a strong chance to control the tempo and keep the Bears' defense off balance. The passing game is equally critical. The offensive line will need to provide clean pockets, and timing with receivers must be sharp to counter the Bears' aggressive pass rush. Devontae Smith's return adds a much-needed spark, as his ability to create separation and make plays after the catch is invaluable. Complementing him, other receivers must step up to maintain threats across the field, forcing the Bears to defend multiple angles and preventing them from keying on one star player. Precision, situational awareness, and adaptability will be required, as even minor miscommunications could lead to turnovers in a game where ball security is paramount. This dynamic creates a chess match on the field where every read, route, and adjustment matters, and where the Eagles' coaching staff will have to anticipate and respond to the Bears' adjustments in real time. Defensively, the Eagles face a multifaceted challenge. Caleb Williams has developed into a quarterback capable of extending plays with both arm and legs, making him a constant threat. Containing him will require disciplined pass rush, strategic coverage, and relentless pursuit of ball carriers. Defensive ends and linebackers must maintain gap integrity, while the secondary must balance pressure with coverage. Aware that Williams' mobility allows him to exploit any breakdowns, the Eagles' defensive line has demonstrated the ability to disrupt quarterbacks, but execution must be consistent throughout the game. Pressure must be applied in coordinated waves, preventing Williams from escaping or finding open targets, while linebackers and safeties adjust to the unpredictable flow of both passing and running plays. In addition, containing the Bears' rushing attack, led by Adree Swift and Kyle Monongi, remains a top priority, with Philadelphia showing improvement in run defense, particularly through the efforts of Nico Dean and the overall unit. The key will be sustaining that performance under the pressure of a high-stakes matchup. Success on defense hinges not only on individual talent, but also on cohesive team execution, communication, and the ability to adapt mid-game to unexpected scenarios. The turnover battle remains central to this matchup. Chicago leads the league in takeaways, a statistic that directly influences their ability to control games and swing momentum. The Eagles, known for their ability to protect the football, must capitalize on that strength while pressuring the Bears into mistakes. Every interception, fumble recovery, and forced turnover could significantly impact the outcome. This interplay underscores the importance of situational awareness, disciplined tackling, and smart decision-making from every player on the field. It is a contest of both physical prowess and mental acuity, where composure and precision are as critical as strength and speed. For Philadelphia, avoiding critical errors while creating their own opportunities through aggressive and strategic play will likely dictate whether they walk off the field victorious or leave fans questioning what could have been. Injuries and player availability continue to shape the dynamics of this matchup. While the Eagles are fortunate to have Devontae Smith returning to full participation, they must navigate the absences of Lane Johnson, Miles Hinton, and Xavier Gibson, adjusting their lineup and rotations accordingly. Managing these challenges effectively will require depth, flexibility, and trust in every contributor on the roster. On the defensive side, stepping into roles left by Andrew Makuba on injured reserve and ensuring cohesion among secondary players will be critical to maintain the unit's integrity. For the coaching staff, balancing risk and reward while leveraging the strengths of both starters and backups becomes an intricate exercise in strategy and foresight, highlighting the importance of preparation and adaptability. Special teams also factor into the broader picture, particularly in a game forecasted to include windy conditions. Field position, punting, and return opportunities can shift momentum and create scoring chances that may define the outcome. Philadelphia's ability to execute in these situations, including the utilization of CVY as a returner, demonstrates the interconnectedness of every phase of the game. Every play, from kickoff to fourth down, holds weight, demanding focus, coordination, and execution from each player on the roster. In a contest where margins are thin, these seemingly small details can differentiate a hard-fought victory from a disappointing loss. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. A quiet buzz has turned into a full-blown tremor across the NFL, and insiders can't stop talking about what may be unfolding behind the heavily guarded doors of league headquarters. Whispers suggest that an ongoing investigation involving the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles has escalated far beyond what anyone initially imagined, reaching a point where some league officials are said to be genuinely alarmed. What began as murmurs in back corridors has now erupted into speculation that the situation could even jeopardize the franchise's path to the Super Bowl. Sources close to team personnel insist that no one inside the organization is publicly panicking, but off the record the tone is far less confident. Staff members reportedly walk the building as if stepping on cracked ice, unsure which detail might become the next headline. The owner himself has maintained an unreadable posture, fueling even more conjecture about the true depth of the allegations and what the league might uncover. The NFL, known for its tight-lipped procedures, has refused to comment beyond the standard lines about ongoing reviews and cooperation from all parties, yet that silence has only allowed the rumor mill to spin wilder theories. Some believe league discipline could ripple into competitive consequences, something rarely acknowledged but constantly feared by teams with championship aspiration. Others suggest the situation could strain relationships between ownership circles, where alliances often shift as quickly as game plans round the Eagles facility. Players appear determined to insulate themselves from the storm, but even veteran voices can't fully quiet the unease. Coaches preach focus, insisting the locker room must stay locked in, but the tension hangs like static in the air. Rival fan bases have already begun dissecting every leaked hint, amplifying every shadow into a looming crisis. For now, nothing is official, nothing is confirmed, and everything is speculation. But the league can feel the tremors. A franchise chasing glory now finds itself at the center of a mystery that grows louder by the hour. A story threatening to reshape the landscape of the season before anyone sees the final whistle. The only certainty is that this rumor isn't going away anytime soon. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.